Hey everybody, this is Larry. This is me going over Q4 of the July Leetcode Daily Challenge. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join me on Discord. Let me know what you think about today's poem or today's contest. I did the earlier contest today. I thought I did okay, but apparently people have found a test case in which my Q4 failed, so it's gonna make me very sad next week, which is kind of silly because it's such an obvious case and I could have fixed it during the contest, but sad. Anyway, let's go over today's problem, count vowels permutation. So I usually solve these live. How do you say it? Yeah, usually I solve these live, so it's a little bit slow or whatever you need to do. Fast forward it, skip ahead, work your magic. And today's problem is count vowels permutation. So okay, first there's a mod, so let's do the mod song. Mod, there's a mod song. Oops, mistyped the mod. I wish they just kind of they always give you one where they have the mod, because it doesn't change the answer anyway. So, or like, it doesn't make it any easier. It just is a reminder, and it's a, you focus the problem on the core part of the problem, which is to solve the problem, not remembering the mod. Remembering the mod is not an interesting interview question, even though some people say something about details, but to be honest, like, everyone is nervous. That kind of detail is not that important. And also, people should remember that mod is, why do people have mod, right? Mod is because the numbers is too big for you to calculate in an easy way, but that's not the core of the problem. The problem is just so that you know how to do it, right? Like, everyone could just add mod if they want to, and there are a couple of rules, sure, but the core of the problem is just so that you can kind of get it in long, so that people do not have to learn how to do a big integer or something like that, right? Which, at least back in the day, it's not in libraries, and even now it is in some libraries, but not in other languages, right? So that's why it's just to keep things fair for every language, and not so that people are remembering to mod. So it kind of annoys me, actually. I think every problem that has a mod should have a test case that has a mod, unless that's the focus of the problem. If the focus of the problem is something about modulo math, then maybe that makes sense, but in this case, this is not the case. All right, I'm in a ranty, salty mood today, so that's what I would say about the mod. But anyway, sorry, adjusting the camera slightly, or my laptop anyway. Okay, so this one is going to be dynamic programming. So you have all these rules that you have to do, but you can calculate for every time how to get it from the previous length, right? And in this case, given that n is less than 2 times 10 to the 4th, we can do it with dynamic programming. And the way that I usually do it is with technically bottoms up, but just with for loops. It's not really up per se. In this case, it is almost like a suffix dynamic programming or something like that, where you just handle one digit at a time, right? So basically, the question that I would ask is, let's set up a DP array. So our recurrence, our state should be, okay, how many words are there where the last character is A or Y or I or O or U? Because these are rows that are given, followed by 1 or 2 characters, right? So let's do that. So there's 5 states, A, E, I, O, U. So let's just do this times n. And there's an optimizations to be done here, but I'm going to skip this for now. Maybe n is fine, actually, in this case. But we'll go over it in a second. So now, what does this mean, right? So dp sub 0 means number of 0 is equal to number of ways to have 0 characters. And let's do I and j. Number of ways to have I characters and ending with A. Let's just say that's 0, right? And then now we have this recurrence where it's A, E, I, O, U. Unless there's a Y. Is there a Y? I actually wasn't double checking. Okay. English is strange. Right, so that's basically our recurrence. And then now the thing to think about is then, okay, now we just have to implement the rules, right? So now for so yeah, so now let's just also set let's set this thing. Maybe I could have been affordable about this. Okay, fine. I was just a little bit lazy. So basically, this is saying if there's one character, how many ways are there to end with this character? Well, one, right? Because that's just given. You only have one character. And then now we just go through the entire rest of the way. We start with 2. We go to n inclusive. Oh, I guess we do need n plus 1. Whoops. I thought about skipping 0. That's why. But yeah. But this is slightly easier. So then now we just have to be honest. This is the part that where you have to look at the transitions and do it brute force, because every state is a little bit different, right? So now you look at this thing. And then now, an A could be followed only by Y, right? So what does that mean? An A can only follow by the previous character has to be a Y, which means A, Y is 1. And then now we do Y. So if it's an Y, it can follow by an A or an I. So the last character must be an A or an I. I is 2. Okay. And technically, I mean, I think it doesn't matter either way, but it's not possible. And yeah. And then I cannot be followed by another I. So that's the same thing as saying everything except for 2, right? So let's do that. And of course, you could write this with a for loop, but in this case, maybe it's fine to not. And O has to be followed by an I or a U. An I or a U. So I is 2 plus a U is 4. And a U can only be followed by an A. And that's pretty much it. And then the answer, of course, is just the last column, which is N. And then we sum it, right? And there's some nuances here that I'm not. Don't worry about the mod stuff. I'll address it in a second, in case you're wondering. I know what you're thinking. But let's see. Let's see, 1, 2, 5, because that's what they give you, just to see if it's right generally. So okay, woo, this is actually really well. Did I mess up one of these? Maybe I messed up one of these. May not be followed by either U, I, or One is right. 2 is already 15. Let's print this TP of 2. The DP of 2 is 12561. So that means that it thinks, well, the 6 is wrong. Did I have a typo somewhere? 2 and 4. Two and 4. Why is that so weird? Let's look at my DP array. Maybe I have an off by 1 somewhere. Oh, I am silly. I made the classic mistake that I usually don't make, but I'll explain that in a second. Huh, man, today I am What am I doing? Maybe it's just one of those days. I mean, I did it during a contest where I was just sloppy as well, but assignment of range. What? Where? Oh. What? But why? Because n is 1, so it should return 2? Man, I'm really sloppy on my... maybe I'm just having and I have to click on the wrong button. Maybe I'm just having some... yeah. I'm not even setting the arrays correctly. Why is this not... right? I'm so confused right now. Okay, there you go, maybe. No, What the... No, I did it backwards, that's why. Wow. Sorry, friends. I'm just having a brain fart moment. Okay. Though I forgot the n+1 maybe. Yeah. Oops. Okay, so this is more correct, though apparently not. Dun dun dun. I am just having a moment. Sorry, friends. So at least it got 2 correctly. Well, okay. This should have been an easy one. I don't know what's going on. Larry is just having a sad day. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess it would just be these prefixes, but are these prefixes correct? Did I? Okay. Now it seems like maybe I just missed one case. Okay, let's go for it again. A can only by a ye. Oh, I misread this. Okay, I just solved the wrong problem. Sorry about that. I thought I just misread this, but the idea is still the same. We just have to map it a little bit differently. Because basically, oh my, sorry friends, because I read that I for some reason I thought A could follow a ye only, and not that A could be only followed by a ye. So okay, so but the idea is still the same. If this question was the question that I thought it was, then it would have been this way. But now we just have to set this up the other way. So A may only be followed by a ye. So that means that after an ye, we have an A, right? And ye can only be followed by an A or I. So if I'm a ye right now, oh, this is a, then it can only be followed by an A or an I. I might not be followed by another I, so basically any this goes everywhere except for the I itself. O may only be followed by an I or U, so O will be only after an I. Or a U. And a U can only be followed by an A. Okay. Hopefully this is right. I actually did legitimately misread it. English is hard. Okay, so there we go. In case you want to double check it. Okay. I'm just having one of these days. Sorry, friends. Okay. Right. And of course, the thing is that the intermediate values may get too big, so we should mod them. Otherwise, it would take up a lot of space. And we could demonstrate this by 2 times. It might still be fast enough, but it'll actually impede your performance at a certain point. So this is actually quite fast because I guess we only do additions. But still, we should mod it after every time is my point. Oh. Let's see if that gets any faster. 116. I don't know if it's that much faster, but it's faster. But I don't. It may be just fluctuation in whatever. So yeah. So that's basically our solution, and that's pretty much it. I have to submit it, but so one more thing that I wanted to do, and that's maybe why I got. How did I mix this up so badly? The reason why it was wrong the other way, though I was wrong in another direction anyway, was because basically what it did was created an array of it mixed the same array, but the same reference to the array n+1 times. So whenever I update it, it updated all the references, which is why that was wrong. It's a pointer reference or arithmetic type thing, so you have to be careful about it. Yeah. But one thing you can notice here is that for every I, we only look at the previous I minus 1. So one thing that I'm going to do now is to do the space reduction thing. So let's have a previous array is equal to 0 times 5. And here the current is equal to whatever. So then now let's just say, yeah, if n is equal to 1, just return 5. Right? Maybe that's a little bit easier for me to do. And then here we set the previous then to 1. And here basically what we do is we can now just literally copy and paste this into the previous thing. This is a little bit tedious, sorry about that. But this is how you save space, because I guess I should have analyzed the space before. Well, so the space before was 5 times n, which is O of n. But now, whoops. Whoops, I didn't fix it. And we can analyze this, but let's double check that is correct first. Yep, it looks good. So, and it's slightly faster, but in this case, probably not that much. Cool. Yeah, so what is the complexity here, right? As before, this is going to be O of n because we go through the loop n times, and each of those times we do it like 5 things or something like that. O of 1 operation, right? In terms of space, note that we only use 2 arrays of length 5. You could probably rewrite this as a for loop too, so make sure that you don't reallocate memory. But let's say that you did, then this is going to be constant space because this only uses 10 registers or 10 array elements, right? Where before the space optimization, it would take O of n space 5 times n space to be precise, and that's basically the idea behind space optimization. I'm really thirsty right now. I think that's why I'm having trouble talking. But that's all I have. This is dynamic programming. Let me know. Let me know if you go through it and if you have any issues. Hope y'all have a great 4th of July. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join me in Discord. Enjoy your weekend, enjoy your 4th of July, enjoy Sunday, enjoy every day. Stay good, stay healthy. I'll see you later. And to good mental health. Bye-bye.